This is News 8 Now at noon.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at noon. I'm Alexandra Carter. We begin this noon hour with the weather as we take a live look outside. It looks okay right now, but a serious snowmaker is headed our way. Meteorologist Nicole Skaliski is tracking the timing and the possible totals for us. Nicole, what are you seeing?
Yeah, okay is probably the right word to say it for today. We're not looking at anything too serious as we go throughout the day. We did see some cloudy skies out there in the sky cam, but the good thing is we do have some clearing on the way. I've already seen the sun poking out every now and then. However, we're going to continue to see that sun as we go in the afternoon. Right now we're sitting at 28 in La Crosse. A little bit of a breeze out there though, so it's feeling a little bit cooler, like 16 degrees in La Crosse. A little cooler in Eau Claire, 23, and again that wind chill is a little bit cooler down in the teens. Otherwise, a fairly decent day, especially when that sun comes out. It's going to stay fairly seasonable today. We'll already see some pokes in the clouds right now, but as we go further into the afternoon, those clouds will really start to let up a little bit. Unfortunately, the real clearing really happens after sunset, but hopefully we'll be able to see some sun poking out there. Tonight, we're looking at lows getting into the low 20s in the teens. We'll see that snow starting off in the very early hours of the morning. Tomorrow's highs staying in the upper 20s. However, wind chills will be closer to the teens and single digits throughout most of the day. And then, of course, we still have that alert day out tomorrow. A lot of details surrounding the situation, so I'll make sure to break it all down with the tracking, timing, and what amounts we're expecting coming up in a little bit.
All right, Nicole, we'll see you later. Thank you. A Sparta man is heading to court after the death of Takara Manning in October. According to Sparta police, officers found 35-year-old Manning with life-threatening injuries before being airlifted to a trauma center. 39-year-old Andrew Noman's arraignment is at 2:30 in Monroe County, where he's facing first-degree intentional homicide charges. An Onalaska woman charged with killing a 6-year-old heads to court today. Josie Dykeman faces first-degree homicide in Alexavier Pedrin's death. Medical examiners say the boy died from blunt force trauma. The 32-year-old's bond hearing starts at 3 o'clock today. And a Fountain City woman is accused of stealing more than $13,000 from a parent-run booster club at Cochrane Fountain City Schools. Christina Foley, the club's former treasurer, allegedly wrote 4 unauthorized checks while managing the Pirate Booster Club funds. The 52-year-old now facing 1 felony theft charge and will appear in court in January. She's currently free on a $1,500 signature bond. Local police say they need your help finding 2 burglary suspects. The men hit businesses in La Crescent, La Crosse, Onalaska, and Winona. Both suspects are young men in black hoodies. You see a photo right here on your screen. Police say they broke into restaurants by smashing windows and climbing roofs. The thieves used a stolen white Kia, which police have since recovered. If you have any information, contact La Crescent Police by phone or a Facebook message. Investigators are combing through the recent past of a 15-year-old female shooter who opened fire at her Christian school in Madison. Police also say it was a second-grade teacher who made the 911 call, not a student. Ian Lee has more from the scene.
Abundant Life Christian School in Madison, Wisconsin remains closed, reeling from a shooting Monday that claimed the lives of a student and teacher and wounded half a dozen others.
There are always signs of a school shooting before it occurred.
Authorities are looking into recent online activity and social ties to determine 15-year-old Natalie Samantha Rupnow's motive. ATF has traced ownership of the weapon she used, but law enforcement hasn't yet figured out how the young shooter got her hands on it.
Identifying a motive is our top priority, but at this time it appears that the motive was a combination of factors.
Tuesday, the chief of police told us the 15-year-old wasn't targeting anyone specifically, but rather everyone was in danger.
This is such a huge loss for our community.
The community gathered for several vigils Tuesday evening. Students can't shake what they saw and heard.
It's still kind of hard to think and feel feelings because of just how incredibly emotionally and mentally taxing that experience was.
School security is under the microscope, including one thing missing during Monday's attack. Why didn't the school have a resource officer?
Our focus is on providing a community where the kids are safe, but that doesn't always involve a resource officer as the only answer to that question.
The school is considering new security measures, including adding a possible resource officer in the new year. Ian Lee, CBS News, Madison, Wisconsin.
And some breaking news this afternoon involving TikTok. The Supreme Court says it'll take up TikTok's appeal, challenging a federal law that could ban the app in this country. Arguments will be heard on January 10th. The President Biden-backed law requires the app's owner ByteDance to sell the platform to a U.S. company by January 19th or be banned. And a bombshell reversal on Capitol Hill tied to former Congressman Matt Gaetz. The House Ethics Committee secretly voting to release its report into Gaetz's conduct. It's supposed to happen before lawmakers leave for the holidays. The report wraps up a probe into numerous allegations against Gaetz, including reported sexual misconduct and illicit drug use. Gaetz has denied all the allegations. House Republicans want Liz Cheney investigated for her January 6th committee work. They say she improperly communicated with a witness, Cassidy Hutchinson, during the probe. A new report claims Cheney contacted the former White House aide without her lawyer present. La Crosse Riverfest members are joining the Salvation Army's final push for donations today. Riverfest Commodores and First Mates are ringing bells at all festival food locations across La Crosse County. The group is promising to match donations up to $10,000. You'll find them outside the stores until 8 tonight. Still to come at noon, could your next shopping trip feel more like a police encounter? Why Walmart workers are strapping on body cameras. And Taco Bell's newest menu item isn't a taco at all. Why the chain now taking aim at the chicken nugget game.
It's time for the Chris Kindle Market on Water Street in downtown Sparta. Shop artisan vendors, food and spirits in over 33 huts. Enjoy hot chocolate, cider, or find the beer house in Creekside. For more information, go to bikesparta.com or visit us on Facebook.
If your home is looking drab, trade it in. Trade it in. The furniture's old and yucky, trade it in. Trade it in. If you're seeking a solution, then King's your resolution. If you're tired of your look, then trade it in. Trade it in.
At King's Trade-In Sale, trade in your old recliner for $50 towards a new one. Trade in your old sofa for $100. Trade in your old mattress for $75. Plus get free delivery and 12 months no interest payments at the King Furniture Trade-In Sale.
Trade it in.
525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year? How about hi, Grandma. How about
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Grandma.
Hey, sis. Guess who's home?
You made it!
Seasons of love.
Smile, everyone.
Measure your life in love. Seasons of love. Seasons of love. Measure your life in love.
It's time for the Chris Kindle Market on Water Street in downtown Sparta. Visit Sparta's traditional European winter market for local artisan wares, baked goods, glue vine, handmade ornaments, and more. Go to bikesparta.com for a complete list of events or visit us on Facebook.
Welcome back. In some consumer news now, Walmart is the latest retailer to have some of its employees wear body cameras. The nation's largest retailer says it is a pilot program focusing on one market for now. Stores like TJ Maxx and HomeGoods are already using body cameras in some of their locations in an effort to cut down on shoplifting. The Union for Starbucks Baristas has authorized a strike ahead of its latest round of contract negotiations. 98% of its baristas voted to authorize that strike. The union represents baristas at more than 500 operated stores. No decisions have been made on whether the workers will actually go on strike or when. Starbucks said it's disappointing. The union is considering a strike instead of focusing on the negotiations. And the Federal Trade Commission has a new rule to ban those so-called junk fees on hotels and live events. Tickets for those. The regulation requires companies to disclose all costs to the consumer in a, quote, timely, transparent, and truthful manner. The aim is to prevent surprise charges like resort or service fees right at the end of a transaction, which the federal agency described as deceptive. The new rule is set to go into effect next year. Members of Congress have unveiled a bipartisan spending measure that would keep the federal government funded through mid-March. That includes about $100 billion in disaster aid and $10 billion in economic assistance for farmers. Lawmakers have till Friday to pass the bill in order to avert a shutdown. The restaurant chain best known for its Tex-Mex menu, Taco Bell, now says it wants to reimagine the chicken nugget. Starting tomorrow, the chain will serve up its new all-white meat chicken bites covered in a crunchy tortilla chip breading. Taco Bell is also partnering with Hidden Valley on a new signature dipping sauce, as well as 2 other sauce flavors, Fire Ranch and Jalapeno Honey Mustard. And don your party hats and streamers because the end of the year is just around the corner. 7-foot-tall numerals for 2025, here they are. They have arrived in Duffy's Square on the Times Square Plaza ahead of New Year's Eve. The number lights will stay on the plaza until December 22nd. After, they will be placed atop 1 Times Square to complete the 2025 sign that lights up at midnight on New Year's Eve. And air pollution is damaging to both mental and physical health. Coming up, we'll have more on what to know about its impact. And for now, leaving you with a live look at what's happening on Wall Street. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
What will you find at Hazel and Lola's Kitchen Boutique? Everything you need and more. See our selection of Polish pottery, cookware, olive oils and vinegar, and our gadget wall. Hazel and Lola's Kitchen Boutique, located inside Wesco and Sparta. Tell them Peyton sent you.
Are you finding bathing and bathroom business has gotten more difficult? Bad hips, bad knees can pose a problem. Just getting up and down can be risky. There is a simple, affordable solution. In just a day or two, you can have a beautiful new walk-in shower, safe and easy to care for with grab bars, a handheld shower, and a seat if you like. Set an appointment with one of our designers to plan your new bath. Better products at lower prices because we care. The Board Store.
Not everyone starts their day at the same time or in the same way. But no matter when or how, your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative is there to help you power every moment of it in countless ways. Because whenever it starts, one thing is certain. We never stop. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
Welcome to Hazel and Lola's Kitchen Boutique. Whether you're a gourmet cook or an aspiring foodie, we have something for your style and taste. See our selection of gourmet cookware, bakeware, and appliances. Hazel and Lola's Kitchen Boutique. Stop in today and tell them Peyton sent you.
From memories of the past to memories yet to come. Happy holidays and the best to you this season. From all of us at News 8 Now.
In your medical news, air pollution is damaging to both our mental and physical health. A study found long-term exposure to air pollution from cars and other sources led to a rise in hospitalizations for mental illness and behavioral disorders. Pollution is already linked to cardiovascular, respiratory, and infectious diseases. Many workers are finding it hard to unplug from work due to nonstop messages, app notifications, and meetings. A study found employees feel fatigue and strain due to the demands and intensity of constantly being connected to work through devices, making it tough for people to detach from their jobs. Teams never sleeps, does it? Many young children suffering from the flu aren't being prescribed a key medication. A study found almost half of kids hospitalized with the flu didn't receive antiviral therapy despite it being endorsed by doctors. Antivirals can reduce symptoms and prevent serious complications from developing. And we leave you now with a live look at CityCam 8. Nicole is in next to tell us more about that snowy forecast.
When we went over the agenda and they presented options, they could do a little bit of it or all of it, and I chose to have it all done so they could address all the problems at one time, and then we would have all our issues taken care of.
Celebrating 50 years, Asher Lassen Exteriors has been committed to craftsmanship as Western Wisconsin's trusted Renewal by Andersen window and door replacement experts. Our superior quality windows and doors from the trusted brand of Renewal by Andersen are skillfully installed and backed by some of the strongest transferable warranties available. Save up to 24% off on your entire purchase of Renewal by Andersen windows and doors. Plus no money down, no payments, and no interest for up to 12 months. Trust the experts and call Asher's today for your free no obligation estimate at 888-GO-ASHER or visit goasher.com.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
Well, when they came to install things, they were very timely. They were very professional and told us exactly how long we would be without water, which was helpful to plan. You know, they came in, did the job, they left, you didn't even know they were there.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
Happy holidays from News 8 Now.
Okay, we have a snowy day coming up tomorrow. We're going to be seeing snow across the entire area for most of the day. However, some folks are going to see it a little bit sooner and a little bit more amount. So again, this is lasting through early Thursday morning all the way into the nighttime. Could still see some impacts as we go into the commute for Friday morning. We're seeing the potential for some hazardous travel conditions, especially due to the amount of snow that we're going to be seeing and the timing on which it's going to be falling. This is mainly going to be along and north of I-90. However, everybody in our viewing area will be able to get some form of snowfall tomorrow, no matter the amount. Here we are on Sky Tracker to track the timing of this system. We're going to be seeing it putting snow down in Minnesota, going into the overnight period around midnight. It'll cross the Mississippi into the very early hours of Thursday morning. Eau Claire will start to see some snowflakes around 3 or 4 in the morning, and then we'll continue to see this kind of a weird shape of a system. It almost has a hand or a nose reaching out in front of it, and that's really going to give areas north of I-94 a good first dusting of snowfall before the main body of the system passes through. There's also going to be some moderate snow rates within this first little snow band of it. You can kind of see the darker blues in there that could be putting down around ½ an inch to potentially an inch of snow per hour. Once we get to snow rates that high, it makes it a little bit more difficult for road crews to keep up with those plows. So that's where we're going to see the highest amount of travel impacts throughout those morning hours, especially again for folks north of I-94. As we go later into the morning, that's when La Crosse will start to see their first flurries later in the morning hours, and then by the afternoon, everybody is going to be under that snowfall. Everyone's here seeing snow tomorrow. However, again, folks north of I-94 are really going to continue to see that snowfall all the way from the early morning into the evening as well. Once we get into those evening hours, the system largely moves over into central Wisconsin. However, some of us south of I-90 could still be seeing some lighter flurries throughout those hours. And then when we get into the overnight period, we'll see some more spotty, scattered light flurries. However, the main amount of snow, again, will be out of the area by Friday morning. Here's a look at our amounts. Basically, the further north you go in our viewing area, the more snow you're looking at. Anywhere north of I-90, especially north of I-94, you're looking at the possibility of around 4 to 6 inches. The I-90 corridor is looking more like 2 to 4 inches, and then once you go farther south into far northeastern Iowa and southern Wisconsin, you're looking at more so 1 to 2 inches. We also will have some gusty conditions going right along with it. Wind gusts will be around 20 to 25 miles an hour, which isn't necessarily blizzard condition. It's really, in fact, pretty far off from that. However, it will have the possibility to be some blowing snow conditions that could affect our visibility when you're driving throughout much of the day. So here's our travel impacts. A little bit chilly wind chills in the morning and the evening, slick spots throughout most of the day. The heaviest of the snow is coming in the morning. However, we're going to see snowy roads throughout most of the daytime. So here's a look at our 8-day. Again, tomorrow's that alert day. Otherwise, we're seeing cold temperatures for the rest of the week. The first day of astronomical winter is on Saturday, and it's going to feel like it's 22 for the high then. And then possibly we could be seeing our white Christmas. However, you see it starts to warm up a little bit, so we'll see if the snow can stick around. But
yeah, Santa's waving at that warm up.
He's waving. He wants
welcoming it. Yeah, he needs his snow to move fast, right? Or his sleigh.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nicole. Still to come on News 8 Now at noon. Why Santa traded his sleigh for a jet ski at this beach in Brazil. He won't be doing that here.
Start your holiday shopping with the Holman Locker and Meat Market. Order a double smoked ham, prime rib, fresh turkey, or smoked salmon. Create a custom gift basket. Don't forget the beer and the best beef jerky for your get-together. Holman Locker and Meat Market and much, much more.
You come alive in the dead of winter and start work early on snow days because snowed in is not an option. The Kubota Snow lineup of compact tractors, RTVs, and versatile attachments are built to move, plow, blow, and thrive in the winter. So when the snow falls, you could rise to meet it.
Right now, receive 0% APR for 60 months and up to $2,300 off BX Series tractor packages. Visit any of your local Johnson Tractor dealerships in Menominee, Baldwin, Osseo, and Arcadia.
Stay warm and cozy this winter with La Crosse Fireplace Company and receive a 30% federal tax credit. Unlike a traditional steel wood stove, a Hearthstone soapstone wood stove delivers consistent heat using beautiful soapstone. Purchase your Hearthstone wood stove before the end of the year and receive a 30% federal tax credit on the entire package and installation. La Crosse Fireplace Company, because your place is by the fire.
I was coming home from work one day on the motorcycle. A delivery truck in front of me made an illegal U-turn, and I hit the side of the truck. I suffered a severe traumatic brain injury. My life has never been the same since.
Sean's dad got a referral from a judge. They recommended Schwabel, Getz, and Sieben.
And hiring the law firm, it took a lot of burden off our shoulders. We could go on with life. It was a great experience.
They were awesome.
Representing accident victims for over 40 years, Schwabel, Getz, and Sieben.
Start your holiday shopping with the Holman Locker and Meat Market. Order a double smoked ham, prime rib, fresh turkey, or smoked salmon. Create a custom gift basket. Don't forget the beer and the best beef jerky for your get-together. Holman Locker and Meat Market and much, much more.
Happy holidays from Big Nevsky Heating and Air Conditioning, your local Trane dealer.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
A jet skiing Santa spread Christmas cheer in Rio de Janeiro. He teamed up with local firefighters. Here he goes to deliver gifts to children with special needs. 50 families ended up receiving presents through the NGO Heroes for Love charity. He's very fast on that thing, isn't he? Stay with us. We'll be right back, and Nicole will have a final weather check for us.
During the New Year's sales event going on now at PM Sleep Center, you can save up to $800 on select Stearns & Foster adjustable mattress sets. Your next mattress is at PM Sleep Center, giving La Crosse a good night's sleep for over 35 years.
Attention.
If you suffer from consistent pain in your joints caused by arthritis, overuse, or injury, you may be a candidate for a revolutionary therapy that could revitalize damaged tissue. This approach can provide long-lasting relief from pain in your knees, shoulders, hips, and other joints with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. To find out if you're a viable candidate, you may request a free consultation from QC Kinetics by calling 715-469-6907. Instead of masking the symptoms, it goes to the root of the problem to resolve it at its source. Already used by thousands of satisfied patients nationwide, this joint pain therapy is available right now to the public, but only for qualified candidates. Again, to find out if you're a viable candidate for this therapy, you may request a free consultation by calling QC Kinetics at 715-469-6907. Again, that's 715-469-6907.
During the New Year's sales event going on now at PM Sleep Center, you can save up to $400 on select Sealy adjustable mattress sets. Your next mattress is at PM Sleep Center, giving La Crosse a good night's sleep for over 35 years.
Happy holidays from Big Nevsky Heating and Air Conditioning, your local trained dealer.
Okay, here's another look at our travel conditions. We'll have single-digit wind chills in the morning and later in the night Thursday. Slick spots for most of the day, especially when there's just a little bit of snow out there. It still can make travel a little tricky. And then snowy roads throughout most of the day. We'll have some breezy conditions to start the day off and kind of picking up again in the overnight period, so blowing snow could also be a factor. Here's the sites to look at current road conditions tomorrow. Going to your state's DNR site is going to be key if you have any travel plans tomorrow. Otherwise, stay safe out there. Create some extra time when you're leaving. You're definitely going to want to take it, leaving extra space between you and the car in front of you. All of the good travel tips, because tomorrow, this is our first nice snow, so it's gonna, we kind of have to de-thaw on our winter travel skills.
Right, we got to remember those skills for sure, yes. And we'll see you in the morning. We'll have the latest on the road conditions and the forecast starting at 5 a.m.